Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this fake rotation in Adobe After Effects. So let's start. All right, here we are inside of Adobe After Effects, and now let's begin. Well, in here, I have a phone mockup design that is made of 4 parts. So let's go through them one by one. Well, here's the back part. As you see, it consists of a bunch of shape layers that make a back of an sort of an iPhone. And then it lays the middle, and then it gets from the base, and lastly it's the front. Well, and these 4 compositions are parented to the controller, which is basically a null layer that controls the phone. Well, to make a fake rotation, the first thing that we need to do is that we need to activate the 3D function. So I'm going to do that by going in here, and then on this little cube icon, I'm going to just highlight it to activate the 3D function. Now, if I press R to reveal the keyframes and I start to change the rotation on the y-axis, as you see on here, let's say exactly on the 90 frame, the animation disappears. So there's the problem. As you see, the animation doesn't have much depth. The design doesn't have much depth. Well, if it was a 3D software such as like a Cinema 4D Blender, you could use extrusion to kind of fix that problem. Well, in Adobe After Effects, there is a kind of easy way, and you can kind of get that effect. And the problem lays with the middle layer. As you see, if I duplicate the middle layer, nothing will happen. And that is because the middle layer is just stacked on top of each other. Like the part of the design now are in sort of on top of each other. So for example, let me delete it first. If I go towards the position and I right click and I select the separate dimensions, and I start to duplicate it one more time. And now if I make the Z position move by 1 frame forward, by 1 pixel forward, as you see, now I have something. If I duplicate one more time, I will have something else, and again, and again. As you see, when I move, I will have some, depth for my animation. Well, now you might ask, like, do I need to like make like 50 copies and then I start to, move them 1 frame, 1 pixel every time? Well, the answer is no, because there is a way easier way that you can do. So if I now hold Alt and then I click on the Z position stopwatch and then I write index, what this expression does, if I now duplicate it by if I duplicate the middle frame one more time, as you see, After Effects automatically copied the layer and moved it by 1 pixel forward. So as you see, if I duplicate it one more time, as you see now, the Z position is at 3, 4, and 5. Well, that is what I want. So I'm going to just duplicate this layer. And now, as you see, I have this extrusion that I want. On here, just looks fine. And now what I can do is that I can animate it way better. So we still need to, add more depth to our animation. Great. Now what I can do is that I'm gonna move it towards the 0 frame, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna press P, I'm gonna set a keyframe, I'm gonna move it towards 12 frames per second. Remember, I'm working on 24 frames per second. And then by pressing J, I'm gonna go towards the first keyframe, I'm gonna move it down, just like this. And then I'm gonna press F9 to apply standard easings. And then I'm gonna drag the right and left handles, and I'm gonna make this animation like this. Great. And now we can go towards the rotation, I can set a keyframe on the rotation. And again, I can rotate it from 180, just like that. And now I can make a small delay. Like this is like really depend on you. I'm just quickly just trying to animate to show you now how simple you can achieve these kind of fake rotations. Well, now what I can do, I'm gonna press U. I'm gonna set a keyframe on the rotation. And for example, let's set a keyframe on everything. I'm gonna, for example, move the, I'm gonna move the position to the left side. And then I'm gonna rotate it, for example, 361. And I can also like, you know, play with the rotation to get a feeling like this. And then I can, you know, ease it. As you see, here's the final result that made that it was so easy than you would thought. And thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave out a like and subscribe to my channel. That would be helping me out a lot. Well, I see you in the next video. Have fun.